Hey there, my name's Greg. I am an operations fellow at my school's entrepreneurship center. I give Pull Everywhere a 5 out of 5 stars, and for more videos like this, go ahead and click below. Before choosing Pull Everywhere, we were using a variety of options to engage with our students, our student members. Um, Google Forms, even things like Typeform. We were using all these sorts of forms to aggregate data, and those are actually still great. They weren't necessarily providing the interactivity that Pull Everywhere provides, right? So, um, sort of some of the problems we saw with that was just like they weren't the results were not engaging immediately in the way that Pull Everywhere's are. Pull Everywhere, I think, really shines. And I honestly, the place I've seen it used the most is when it's embedded into either Google Slides or PowerPoint. Actually, I've only ever seen it embedded into PowerPoint, though I'd be surprised if they don't have a Google Slides option. What's cool is you can have, let's say you're presenting to a group of people and you want to sort of understand how the room feels about a certain topic or what their thoughts are. What you can do is throw up a poll and you can watch those results come in live in your slides. And it's just a really powerful way to engage with your audience and is not something that I think other form platforms like Google Forms or Typeform they're not built for that. So it's not necessarily to say those are bad options. It's just that they aren't. That's not what they're for, right? They're forms instead of polls, and I think Pull Everywhere really shines in that area. So when we were adding Pull Everywhere to our sort of stack of solutions, I'd say it was relatively easy. I was the user in this case, so not necessarily a decision maker, but even then, having helped set up so many other softwares, it was a relatively easy sort of solution to add both to our slides, which is what we were primarily using it for. And then if we wanted to get more data from it, that was also relatively easy to do. What's cool is like the way our sort of operation worked is we were relatively light anyway, so it's not like we were integrating it into custom software. We were sort of using it and integrating it into other packages that people made. So, for example, this being PowerPoint, right? It's not like we edit PowerPoint or we don't code PowerPoint. So it's really easy to just like use the built-in tools that Pull Everywhere offers and PowerPoint offers to just kind of bring these two technologies together, right as they're supposed to. So really easy. If you're interested in a software like Pull Everywhere, I would highly suggest you take a look at it. I think it is. I'm actually having trouble coming up with alternative solutions to this like type of solution, right? Something where you can like throw up a poll and have people interact with it immediately. And I think for me, that's just because that's such a uh, it is the solution, right? It is the example software that I give for this category, and I just have not felt a need to explore elsewhere. That said, I would suggest that if your goal is not to present the data immediately to people, right? If what you're after is more of a form, I would look to maybe Typeform and Google Forms because I think those forms, even if they don't necessarily present the data in a way that you expect as quickly, I think what they can collect is a lot. Is just far more useful. So if you want these forums or presentations to be interactive, Pull Everywhere is absolutely the name of the game. If you want more of a data collection tool, I would maybe look to Google Forms, Typeform, or another form collection software.